This episode is best enjoyed with earphones on.
Guess we pulled the short stroke. He is here.
You again, traveler. I thought you had learned the cost of your choices, didn't you?
We need a key. We don't have much time.
You know the price. You've lost much already. Are you willing to sacrifice one of your last two memories? Are you willing to become a doorkeeper?
I will give one of my memories. You've sacrificed enough, Faar. I can't bear to watch you fade into oblivion any more than you already have. I'll give up the one memory I have left of us. The only one of the past. It's all I have.
What I seek is a memory full of regret. Only then will you receive the key you seek.
It is a moment full of regret. A moment where I never said what I truly felt. Where I never said thank you for helping me, for loving me, even at my worst. I said nothing. I did nothing. And I lost you. The blame is mine. And that regret will never leave me. Would it have changed anything if I had spoken? Perhaps not. But still, I'll carry it with me. Always.
You. Your skin. The damage is great, but I think I may be able to help you.
Why help me? Why bother with someone as whole and corrupted as I am? What's left to save?
Thank you would be more appropriate, you know.
Enough with this.
Want to know why? I'm hollow and corrupted too.
The contract is sealed. The key to the door is yours.
We have the key now. We should move.
Pox, I don't know,
You can't hide from this, Livette.
Hey, guys! You made it! Did you find him?
We did. And we got the key.
You did it, huh? So, who gave up a memory?
I did, apparently. But I don't even remember what it was, so it couldn't have been that important.
Wait, you don't remember what you gave? Do you still remember me?
Of course I remember you, Livette. No one could make me forget about you.
Good. Because I'd have to march right back in there and make that warden give it back if he took me from you. Come on, hero. Let's get moving. We've got more trouble to find.
It wasn't unimportant, was it? That memory she gave up?
No, it wasn't. She gave up something precious so I could keep my last memory.
You shared the same memory?
Apparently we did. But it seems I gave it up a long time ago. Now there's nothing left of it. For her or me.
Do you know what the greatest thing about memories is?
What?
You can always create new ones.
Welcome to another episode of the B&D podcast. Today we have a really special guest, the mighty oracle, the high priestess of the Temple of Apollo herself, coming right from Delphi, Madame Val. Indeed, guys, you heard it. Val transforms into a star druid today, and she talks about zodiac signs and what they would be in Dungeons and Dragons, what class and what race you should pick if you have no inspiration for a new character, but you only know when, where, and what year you were born. So, hello, Val. How are you? Besides being super excited for today's episode?
I am so excited, and I think Blight is so excited because I can hear her. So you might be able to hear her too. But just ignore her. She's just in the background.
She's a paid actor.
Yes, she's a paid actor. I am so pleased that I get to share my enthusiasm for both astrology and Dungeons and Dragons with all of you. But I have to admit, before you come for me, that I don't consider myself an expert. I only like talking about astrology since I think it's fun. Some people might skip this episode and it's fine. I would never want to force anyone to change their opinions about things, but let me just say that this has been one of the most enjoyable episodes I had to prepare for, and that's all that matters to me. So don't get cranky as well if I talk ill about your zodiac sign, please. Nobody's perfect, okay?
Well, in my opinion, this is going to be so much fun. Whether you believe in astrology or not, trust me, you're going to love her work on this. So let's start with the very first sign on the list.
So, you're an Aries if you were born between March 21st and April 19th. You are fiery, energetic, enthusiastic, passionate, and competitive. So I'd say make a half-orc barbarian, berserker specifically, with a pirate background, maybe? Mm-hmm. So the reason I chose this is because you probably have pure fire energy and it shows. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war, aggression, and drive. Half-orc barbarians are basically walking avatars of Mars energy. They thrive in battle, just like Aries does. Both are direct, fierce, and don't back down from a challenge. Also, don't forget that barbarians have rage, and that's a feature that is so classic for Aries, that raw, impulsive, fiery energy. That's exactly what happens when a half-orc barbarian charges into battle. They use reckless attack always. In addition, half-orcs have relentless endurance, which totally matches Aries' refusal to give up. Mm-hmm. Even when wounded, they get back up, ready for a fight. And the only reason I chose a pirate background is because it makes so much sense for an Aries to roam the seven seas while drinking and fighting on a day-to-day basis.
I know some Aries who are the definition of that, specifically one. Not all of them, to be fair, but some. So for me, you get the approved stamp for that.
Thank you.
But how about Taurus?
Oh, this is one of my favorite zodiac signs. If you were born between April 20th and May 20th, then you are a Taurus, lucky you. I was almost a Taurus. What can I say? My mom wanted to, probably I wanted to be there for longer.
What about the race?
Yes, I'd say go for a Firbolg Druid. Circle of the land, mountain specifically, with a hermit background for sure. Mm-hmm. Firbolgs are the gentle giants of nature, and astrology says that Taurans love peace, nature, and comfort, so it is 100% fitting to make a forest guardian who lives in harmony within the land. You are soft-spoken, strong, grounded, loyal, and quiet, just like a Firbolg Druid. I chose the circle of the land, specifically mountain, because of your endurance. You're solid, stubborn, and deeply rooted. Mm-hmm. Immovable, some might say, especially in your opinions. Taurans stand strong through time, just like a mountain. You are slow, but you're not lazy. You just prefer to keep your energy for what truly matters. You are a true protector, and you love routines and, in general, the small things in life. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so you also crave beauty and comfort. A druid has a sensual connection to the environment, like the way moss feels when you touch it, the scent of the soil after the rain, the chirping of the birds in the forest. Firbolgs appreciate the quiet pleasures of existence, just like Taurans, but you are famously stubborn when provoked. You don't get angry easily, but when you do, everyone feels it. Mm-hmm. Firbolgs and mountain druids are usually peaceful, but if you threaten their land or people, you are in trouble for sure.
I have a question. Is stubbornness really such a thing with all the Taurus? I'm really curious.
I know a lot of them, so I'll say yes, 100%.
Oh boy. Okay. So, next, tell us a bit about you, about all of you Gemini people.
Yes. Let's move over to one of the most hated zodiac signs. Mine. Number 2 on the pyramid.
It's
Geminis.
Hi.
I'm the problem, it's me. If you were born between May 21st and June 21st, you have the blessing and the curse of the dual nature of the Gemini sign. I chose a half-elf, wild magic sorcerer with a Phalos background for you. Geminis are ruled by the twins, representing duality, versatility, and the ability to live between two worlds, share two minds. Half-elves literally are creations of two worlds, human and elven, never quite belonging to either. Wild magic sorcerers are known for their random surges of magical chaos, fireballs exploding accidentally, people turning into sheep, and yeah, you know the drill. Pure magical, unpredictable chaos, mercurial, mischievous energy. So Gemini, indeed. Mm-hmm. Your mind works fast, you question reality, and you love clever patter. And
she agrees.
You love clever patter and solving riddles. I decided to give you the Phalos background because of your whimsical and trickster-like nature. Lastly, don't forget that Geminis are ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and sorcerers use charisma as their casting stat. This makes them charming, talkative, and persuasive. Combine that with Fae-touched weirdness, and you get someone who can talk to you in circles while juggling fireballs, maybe.
Well, that sounds legit. I don't know if it feels this way for everyone, since I don't know many Geminis except for you and Kay. But that definitely fits you. I love it. You're wild sorcerers.
I don't like sorcerers, though.
Yes, no. But you are. You can change who you are.
Probably, yeah.
Well, okay, let's see. Next, we have Cancers.
So if you were born between June 21st and July 22nd, you're the Sailor Moon of the Zodiac sign, and for that I'm choosing a shifter, celestial warlock, with an urchin background for you. Cancer is the Zodiac's mother sign, so it makes sense to give them dead parents in their backstory to fuel the need to be their own caretaker and be all dramatic that they had no one in their life. For the race, I chose shifters because they change physically based on their emotion. Cancer is ruled by the moon, which controls tides and moods. When a shifter shifts, they only do so because their survival instinct kicks in, or they can't control their emotions, just like Cancers are in their life. Mm-hmm. They may seem soft, but don't you dare cross them. Cancer is a natural nurturer, and celestial warlocks channel radiant healing magic. But don't forget that they're still warlocks, meaning they've made a pact with something greater, likely from a place of desperation or hope. Cancers are known for being emotionally intense and well-guarded, just like a warlock who keeps secrets. You may seem quiet and a bit intense to people, but deep down, you are fiercely loyal, deeply emotional and caring, and as an urchin, you feel the need to protect because you weren't protected, obviously.
Whoa, that was deep.
I love your commentary on this.
That was deep. That made me just stare in the wall, and I was like, oh, these people. Well, how about Leos then?
Oh, if you were born between July 23rd and August 22nd, then you are a Leo. I'd say make a protector Aasimar with a gold draconic bloodline, a sorcerer, and, of course, noble background.
Yeah.
Aasimars are literally touched by divine power. They shine, they glow, they turn heads when they walk into a room. The protector subrace lets you have literal wings, so it's all very theatrical and dramatic, exactly like Leo's. You're driven to inspire and lead, often believing you're destined for something greater. The whole I was born with power as a sorcerer makes so much sense for Leos, since you know you have the power. Other magic users study magic, but you are magic, baby. You're definitely You're definitely not subtle. You're always the center of attention, just like sorcerers are when they cast fireballs 24/7. I chose noble as a background because as a Leo, you carry that royalty vibe about you, and you always think that you're expected to lead, to be seen, to be admired, to save the world. You prefer to be feared than respected sometimes, and I could never call you arrogant. I'd say you're exceptional and charming just the way you are. A natural born leader and a spotlight stealer.
And for a fate, the inspiring leader for sure.
Yes, 100%.
Just to wrap this up. So, what's next?
Oh, next is Virgo.
Oh, yeah.
If you were born between August 23rd and September 22nd, you're an ethereal Virgo. Another mercurial soul, since Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just like Gemini. But the difference is that Gemini is chaos, and you are order.
Oh.
In a yin and yang kind of way. For you, my friend, I chose a forest gnome abjuration wizard with a sage background. Wizards require study, focus, and discipline, and specifically abjuration wizards excel in protective, barrier-based magic, which requires planning and foresight. Classic Virgo vibes. You don't just cast fireball, you prepare for it first. You read every spellbook twice, just to make sure. Virgo energy is all about creating boundaries, structured defense, and maintaining order, just like an abjuration wizard does. As a race, I chose forest gnomes because they are naturally smart, observant, and connected to nature. It's very Virgo in the Shire. Quiet and small, but sharp-minded and not to be underestimated. Obviously, you deserve the sage background since you're the definition of the research sign. If Virgos don't know something, they will immediately look it up, cross-reference it, and have a 3-page annotated summary by tomorrow morning. You don't need to be the loudest, you just want to be the most useful. You're supportive and loyal as a friend, and definitely the smartest person in the room. Not in a flashy way, but in an effective way.
I see some extra love for the Virgos here, don't I?
Well, they're earth signs. We like our earth signs.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Well, how about Libra?
Oh, yeah. If you were born between September 23rd to October 22nd, then you're a Libra. I love to hate and hate to love Libras. My mom is a Libra. My cousin is a Libra.
The ugly truth.
Yeah. For you, I chose a variant human monk, way of the 4 elements, with an acolyte background. You are the definition of balance and harmony, since Libra is ruled by Venus. The way of the 4 elements monk channels elemental forces, earth, fire, water, and air, and masters them all in harmony, like a good old avatar. That deep connection to natural balance is such a Libra vibe. This app class is about using discipline and wisdom to maintain internal and external balance. That elegance, restraint, and artistry in battle reflects the refined aesthetic of a Libra. May actually strikes me as a Libra in a way, by the way.
Oh,
so it's charming, intellectual, and good at talking. I don't know if you agree on that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I hope
she
to.
Was. She's.
I specifically wanted the variant human, though, for this zodiac sign, because the variant human allows you to get a free feat at level 1, and that symbolizes Libra's ability to learn quickly, to adapt, and be well-rounded in a way. The acolyte background is suitable since Libras often have a strong sense of justice or a code to live by, even if they hate conflict. It reflects a character who's devoted to a higher ideal or beliefs, something Libras often cling to while they're fighting for justice and fairness and seeking the truth and wisdom of things.
Well, to be fair, Libra sounds so cool. Or I am just biased because I love the words monks, avatar, May, the acolyte background that were mentioned. That too. But still, I vibe with this one so much, even though I'm not a Libra, but I vibe.
I'm not really sure if you had Libra in your chart, though, so we'll look into that later.
Yeah. Okay. We shall.
Okay. I don't know if you're ready for this. Let's move over to the most hated sign of the Zodiacs.
It's
dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Scorpios. I'm going to change my voice for this. If you were born between October 23rd and November 21st, then you're a Scorpio. And I apologize in advance for what I'm about to say. But are you okay? Scorpios aren't chaotic. They're strategic, composed, sensual, and intense. And I chose a despater, tiefling rogue, assassin, soul knife with a criminal background for you because you know you're dark and all.
But let me just say that in a D&D campaign, they would probably be your love interest.
Definitely 100%. Despater, the archdevil of death, fits perfectly because they're from a bloodline of iron-willed devils known for secrecy, paranoia, and clever control. Basically, Scorpio's infernal cousins. You decide who gets close since trust is really difficult to be earned for you. Scorpios are the stab you but make it poetic types. So a soul knife assassin works perfectly for you. Assassins also thrive on stealth, deception, and ambush kills. It's all about planning, waiting, then striking at the perfect moment. Scorpio rules the 8th house of the house of death, rebirth, and secrets. And this is a subclass that is all about death dealing from the shadows. Your motto probably is, you won't see it coming, but you'll never forget it. A criminal background was chosen because you're all about the loner, mysterious vibes. Scorpios are survivors. They walk through hell, literally, and build walls so high, even they don't know what's behind them. Your keyword is control, and being a rogue with a criminal past is about controlling your environment and not needing anyone. Don't you dare betray them. I'm telling you, you won't even know what hit you.
So, in real life, it sounds like a nightmare, not gonna lie. But in D&D, I cheer for them.
Yeah, same.
Because character development at its best, I mean. But let's get a little bit more lighthearted here with the next Zodiac in line. Sagittarius.
Oh, yeah. If you were born between November 22nd and December 21st, then you're a fiery Sag. I chose the most expected race and class for you since you can't go wrong with a classic build. If it works, it works. So, a wood elf, gloomstalker ranger with an outlander background is chef's kiss for you. Sagittarians are wanderers, the freedom seekers, the wild children, and wood elves are literally built for that. Strong-willed, fast-paced, and deeply connected to nature in a soft way, like, I've survived living in the wilds all alone with no water or food for a week. And I made it. Naturally good at stealth and long-distance combat, since you're the archer of the Zodiacs. Gloomstalkers are stealthy rangers who thrive in darkness, striking fast and fading away. They travel between worlds and know how to get things done. Alpha energy, but in an independent kind of way. Sagittarians secretly thrive in the unknown. The Gloomstalker leans into their adventurous, thrill-seeking nature, but adds the "don't follow me" edge they have. I will be shooting for my own hand. Merida is a Sag queen for sure. Definitely an outlander background, since you're a natural traveler. It screams lone wolf wanderer with epic tales to tell. You know how to find food and shelter, navigate terrain, and survive on your own. You don't need a map. You are the map.
Wow, I love this one too. Maybe I am biased again because of ranger, adventurers, thrill-seeking nature, archer. So, yes. Anyway, I'm loving this. Very inspiring, very demure. And I don't know. What's next?
We've got Capricorns next.
Ooh.
If you were born between December 22nd and January 20th, you're a Capricorn. For you, I chose a Platinum, specifically Dragonborn, Oath of Conquest Paladin with a folk hero background. You're all about the long-term impact, your honor, and winning battles. Platinum Dragonborns are tied to Bahamut, the just, noble, and wise dragon god. That fits Capricorn's inner moral compass and sense of duty and responsibility. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so you feel like you're raised to lead, to hold yourself to a higher standard than others. You are lawful neutral by nature. You don't want chaos, you want results. Like an Oath of Conquest Paladin, you're fighting for discipline and domination, but only for the greater good. You channel fear not to be cruel, but because control creates safety. Paladins are all about code, duty, and proving worth through action, and that matches Capricorn's vibe perfectly. I chose a folk hero background because you love a good self-made legacy. You work hard to get where you are. It wasn't just a privilege you inherited from your family. You are not just a conqueror. You are the protector of the people, feared by tyrants but loved by small folk.
Oh, I love that too. Also truly inspiring. And actually, so far, each Zodiac is very inspiring. I love them. I love them all.
And I think that fits Dorothy perfectly.
Oh, okay. So she would be a Capricorn. I can see that.
Yeah.
But I am so looking forward to the next one because I really want to know.
That was one of the hardest, to be honest, to find the most weird combination.
Okay, I can accept that.
Next, we have our lovely and quirky Aquarians. If you were born between January 20th and February the 18th, then you are the trendsetter of the zodiac signs. I chose an astral elf, artificer, artillerist with a far traveler background for you. Very specific.
Wow, I love this.
Aquarius is a cosmic rebel of the zodiac, wired differently, built for higher things, and emotionally selectively present. ADHD vibes.
So true.
Astral elves are otherworldly, eternal, alien-like, and deep thinkers from the astral plane. They radiate calm intensity, seem a little out of sync with the mundane world, just like Aquarians who always feel slightly ahead of their time. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, planet of innovation, invention, and rebellion. Artificer is literally the inventor class, so I just had to.
Mm-hmm.
Artillerists are wild geniuses with a magical cannon that launches arcane chaos from a machine they built themselves. They don't want to swing a sword. They want to reinvent warfare through clever engineering. And also, you had to be a far traveler, of course. The outsider, the curious, the black sheep of the family. This background screams Aquarius energy. You come from far beyond, either literally, the astral plane, or metaphorically, a mindset no one quite gets. You're on a quest to observe, analyze, and understand how this strange world works. You give cosmic observer energy. You're curious, analytical, maybe even a little emotionally detached. But you genuinely want to learn about everything and everyone.
I'm gonna be honest here, that hit was stronger than a 90s strength. I don't know if all you Aquarians feel the same way too, but as an Aquarian myself, I can relate to this 100%, and I give 2 stamps of approval.
Oh, what an honor.
Oh, you did such a great job.
And last but not least, if you were born between February 19th and March 20th, then you're a daydreaming Pisces. I chose a Water Genasi College of Lore bard with an entertainer background. Water Genasi are literally born of water, and Pisces is a mutable water sign, aka emotional, intuitive, and ever-shifting. You're calm on the surface, but carry oceanic depths of feelings, often described as mysterious, otherworldly, and a little out of phase with the material world, just like Pisces. Also, don't forget that Water Genasi are watery, magical, and aesthetically gorgeous. Very Pisces energy. Pisces are the poets, musicians, and empaths of the zodiac. College of Lore is a bard subclass that craves knowledge, beauty, and truth. They don't just sing, they tell stories that touch souls. I had to choose an entertainer background for you because you have a natural charisma. You're soft-spoken, and your words cut deeper than swords, literally. You were probably the quiet kid with a journal who suddenly stunned a crowd with a haunting melody they came up with on the spot. You're deeply sensitive, possibly romantic, and you definitely write love ballads about people you've only made eye contact with once. You're not trying to be the best fighter in the group. You're trying to touch people's souls through your songs and spells.
Oh, the hopeless romantics of all the zodiac signs. I'm gonna be fair here. You did such a great job. I don't know many things about zodiacs, and these few things I know are because of you. And of course, we don't know each person in this world to be certain. to be certain that it fits 100% to their description. But I have to say that you did such an amazing job here today. And, because you managed to give such a great flavor to all people out there, no matter their zodiac sign, and every class and race and background fits so well to the concept. And yes, you are Madame Val indeed.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this episode, and I hope you did too. Again, I'm not an expert, but it's always so much fun to learn more about astrology, but also combine what I've learned so far with my D&D addiction. If you feel like some of the descriptions reflected your essence better than your own zodiac sign, if you know what your moon or your Venus sign is, that might be able to explain why you feel more connected to that and not your sun sign. But let us know in the comments if you wanted help figuring out more about this. I'm here. Madame Val is here.
Madame Val.
I also wanted to thank my dear friend Rebecca, the Leo Queen, who I can call an expert in astrology, since she helped me question some of my first choices and made me rethink what actually suits better some of the signs.
Well, you both did such an amazing job. I really loved this episode too. Huge thanks to everyone involved in making it happen. And now we'd love to hear from you guys. What's your zodiac sign? Do you feel connected to this specific D&D build? Let us know in the comments or over on our social media pages. And thank you so much for being here with us once again. And Val, you absolutely crushed it. Amazing job, as always. So until next time, may all your rolls be a natural 20. Bye!
Bye!